Back to another day. Life of Kev. So, now look on the thing. So when this recycler bin supposed to come, they were supposed to pick recycler bin up Tuesday with the darn trash. Now, here it is Wednesday. They ain't came yet. Now they done pulled theirs back. I'm gonna leave mine right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna set this thing up on notifications so that they send me a notification when somebody come. I'm gonna wait for them to come write a ticket. I'm gonna jump on that camera and say, I know you writing a ticket for. They supposed to come Tuesday. I said, so you know, they supposed to come Tuesday. I didn't know what you writing a ticket for. Like, they ain't came. I'm gonna leave it out there until they come. But I got some sprinklers about to put out here. We're gonna try to get this grass going. Oh, let's see if she see this cat. Watch how she at. Look at her. Uh-oh. She on it. She on it. Look at her. Look at her. Oh boy. But yeah, I got these sprinklers that I'm gonna put out. And we're gonna try to get this grass green. Tink, come here. So I done kind of ran the water line. I'm gonna tuck them in under that straw. Now if I was to run this line, which I might bury it. The only part you're gonna see is right here across the step. That's the only part you're gonna see. I bury that and bury the head. I think I only need about 2 heads. So I'm about to put these heads on and see. They should cover. I got them on opposite corners. One on that corner, one on that corner, so they should crisscross. So let's get these things screwed in. Alright, let's put them heads on. Let's turn this thing on and see. We gotta get these heads set. So I'm gonna try to set this one out here by the street first. Going the wrong way already. Gotta let a little water out so it won't be all in the street. road. People driving by, walking by. There you go. I need to go in and watch how it's free. Fix it like this. We'll go ahead and get this set up and another one. So we got these sprinklers going. Hey, them two, that's all you need. They covering everything. They crisscrossing. So that one's still going too far. But they crisscrossing. I need to adjust that one. It's still coming back too far. But they covering everything. They covering all the ground. You know, see, I talked to the guy next door. He said they pulled their trash can back. I'm gonna leave that something going right there. Ain't there water in there? I know that cardboard, man, boy, ain't no telling. But I know I put water in that something gun so it wouldn't flip over no more. So you can't try to write me a fine, but I'm sure gonna leave it out there. Cause it was like they ain't pick up that pile. Now trash came through here this week. They ain't pick up that pile. Why they ain't pick up? Man, why is this going way over there now? Let me straighten this one back out. So we got that thing straight. It's coming over getting these bushes. Actually, these bushes they starting to look green and healthy. I can get this little palm over here on that cone over there, right over there. If I can get that to grow, I'm gonna need to trim that one. It'll get some water from that sprinkler too. So only thing I gotta worry about that little cone over there. Sound like he going down the main. But yeah, them bushes gonna get enough water because this one right here hits the bushes. So I could probably turn that one back some. They're coming a little too far. So it won't be hitting it's going a little too far. Let's see here. I think that might be it right there. Let's see when it go back. Oh yeah, that's good right there. Just a little bit more. I think that should be good. Alright, so we gotta get over here hopefully by the end of this week. The day is Wednesday. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get his damn hey, yeah, y'all can clean that up. I'm not cleaning that up. Nope, I need them to take that. But I need to get some weed killer. I need to get this trash up. What else I need to do? Oh, I got this dude. I ain't vlogged the other day, so I had a guy come by here and kind of give me an estimate on the deck or whatever. I still gotta fix this down here. I don't like the way that is. But no, I got to run 2 drains. One gonna have to come down this side of the house. One gonna have to come down that side. And I'm gonna need to get a gutter ran down here, one ran down that corner. But this one, I'm gonna have to get a run ran here, and that one gonna have to dump into this one. And so this one, I'm gonna need 2 dumps on it. I need it to dump from this side here into this gutter, and I'm gonna have a run and drop it down. And I'm gonna need one there, cause see that side of the roof running onto this one, this side of the roof running onto this one, and this is running that way. So and this is my problem. So you see right there, that's the slab, and then the water come up to here. So there's a lot of water. Of course it's gonna get higher than the slab right there. And so that's what I gotta do, this French drain. I don't think it's gonna be too bad. I just gotta figure out, the biggest thing is how I'm gonna do that corner right there and the other side, because I cut sheetrock on the inside. I could dig that down. And I shouldn't have to put no major drain right there, because I'm put that major one on the back side over there. So that should divert a lot of that water away. But I have to see after I get the French drain done. And what I'm probably do is take some sprinklers, turn them on, and just let them run. And I mean, let them run to the. I'm gonna have to saturate the ground. That's the only one I'm saying. I have to saturate the ground. Don't put that side, that sheetrock back down there. Just saturate the ground and see when it starts to drain off the French drain. See when the water starts to come through those pipes and run off. And that way I can get rid of that issue. There won't be no issue no more. And what I need to do is get me some orange spray paint. and paint all these stumps. Every stump back here that I'm gonna grind, I need to paint. I need to paint orange. I probably need to come cut it a little bit with my chainsaw, come down like these, and hopefully when I rent this stump grinder, hopefully it should be this week. I can get everything finished with this other house over here. It's about done. It should be this week. Then I'm gonna have to start over here where I need to do this French drain at, and then I slowly come and I'm gonna grind these. So you see how the trees growing back on them again? I'm gonna grind. So I'm gonna grind all this right here. Boy, I need to find out what it's gonna cost to cut that son of a gun down. That's what I need to find out. You see, I done killed all the vines that were growing up on it. But yeah, I'm gonna come through and cut all these. Grind up all these stumps. I gotta take this wall out. Cause see what I gotta ask the contractor. And you see how high that concrete is. And see the concrete goes up. Concrete probably about right there. So it's a water stain in there. I don't know if concrete ran from the inside of that siding. And when it ran down this siding, you know, this is where the walls meet at. So it runs and it's gonna find its least path for the resistance. So I don't know if it ran down the siding, but it should be no water there. Now up here, understandable. As you can see, the ground. You can see how the slab comes. So up there is understandable. But right there, I don't understand that. And see, this corner is kind of tucked in, but they ain't wrapped. But I'm gonna have to get a gut on back. I'm gonna have to get a gut on the back of here, and then the downspout got to come down here, and I'm gonna run a pipe under there and let it come straight out the other side. I ain't gonna even put it in that French drain because I gotta figure out when that French drain go down there. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the water, where I'm gonna send it to. This part of the house seems pretty good, and then there's no vegetation over there. So if it was grass or something over there, it'll hold a lot of the water. But let me set the sprinkler again, and I'm gonna set this thing to come on probably like every 3-4 days. I'm going back there to get the rake so I can fluff the straw up. So when I was telling you about the water, you can see right there, some water spots. It shouldn't be none right there. So that means that's got to be coming down this wall somewhere. Shouldn't be no water right there. That's how I come and grind. I gotta grind this concrete on this side to get this glue up. I smashed. But I'm about to put an ad on Facebook. Since somebody gonna give me about $150 for the sheetrock, I'm gonna take a picture of this stuff today. I need to wait after I do the stuff that I need to do. So yeah, I need to wait on that. But we gotta go ahead and fluff this straw up. Boy, I need to come over here and start cleaning a little more. I need to go ahead and start getting everything out of this bedroom and get it moved into that room. That's what I need to do. And that way, because I already kind of said like this room gonna be the room I do last. I say last, it's gonna be last on everything. Last on paint, last on flooring. Because my mindset is I'll take out everything in this room, move, it's just this dresser right here and this little desk going in the house. Move this dresser in that room. Then I can go ahead and do everything I need to do to this room, paint it, flooring, then clean that furniture, put it back in there. Same process with this room. Paint it, flooring, dresser, go back in there, the bed, Sheet right there. And you said the sheetrock people will finish that Herbert with?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Nothing in there. All the windows like those, like. And hopefully I have all this stuff out of here. I'm trying to move all this stuff in this room.
Okay.
Then that way I'll be able to do these 3 rooms and then do this living room last.
Here for several, man.
Now I'm gonna bust this floor up. And see what. Hopefully ain't nothing wrong with it under it. I'm gonna take that tile off or whatever, but hopefully ain't nothing wrong with it. But that's what he didn't come back and finish that. And will they do the same thing with this too, Herbert?
Okay. They can. Put one there, just scrape it and just kind of float it right there.
I gotta crack that. And this sheet right there. So.
Ready?
I know I should have changed my battery. But me and contractor, we had a good talk. When I get to change this battery, I'm gonna get back to you now, inform you on some stuff, let you in. So, me and the contractor, we went over everything. Went over the water issues. He said he understand about that other one, like he gonna have somebody come out there and look at that, cause that shouldn't be getting water. But you know, like I said, I just talking to her, like, you know, I heard I said, what time? I used to text you, call you, and you get right back. So now it's like, boy, you know, you might hit me back the end of the day or around lunchtime. And you know, he was like, man, you know, it slowed up. Like I ain't had no contract, so you know, I had to go get a job or whatever. He said, you know, but I'm gonna make sure everything right here. I'm gonna make sure everything is to your satisfaction before I leave here. So, you know, like I said, we went over everything. The sheetrock, the sanding and stuff. And I might have to just do a little extra work with the painting to make sure it look right, you know, far as I might have to get in there and sand, so I might, like a little white puppy dog, I might have to go give me a Tyvek suit though. It might be hot. I might have to be that thing butt naked, but I ain't coming out covered in white and all that, so. But it was a productive meeting. We got them sprinklers out, so hopefully this yard start to see a little light. It gets some sunlight. We get a nice little bit of sunlight, so I got it on. I got them sprinklers coming on right now. 30 minutes every 4 days till it gets super hot. Then I might pep it up a little bit. So kind of go from there. And so I was talking to the neighbor next door. You know, I asked him like, "Hey, what y'all rent is?" He said like $875, something like that. And he's like, "But the house ain't been renovated, and they're probably still pretty much original." He was like, "They don't want to fix nothing." And so, you know, $875. You know, I'm gonna tell you, just think about this: a 1-bedroom in these apartments, you can't get a 1-bedroom for $875. You can't. They 1-bedroom ain't even $875. Let me say, I know they 3-bedroom like $13.96, right about $1,400. Then a 2-bedroom about $11 and some change. Then they 1-bedroom maybe about at a G. But yeah, you can't get for $875. So I mean, like, they got to steal right now. They got to steal. So today our mission is to get these stumps up. So So as you can see, oh nice. So we got this thing right here. It's gonna hopefully get the job done. So we got this stump grinder. Hope this thing get the job done. I ain't never used one of these before. I picked it up from Lowe's. They say, hit the key to crank it up. Hook it up. See you on your way. So you gonna see me do my own quick tutorial, learn how to do it. I got some stumps back here. Play around with it so we can get to work. So we on a time limit on this thing. So let's go and get this thing off this trailer and start playing around with it. Take it off this trailer, see how it works. I'm gonna just kind of work my way around.
Everything is not enough. Really out by the ocean.
So, this thing it worked real good. They knock it out in no time. So I'm gonna get back to you. I'm gonna knock a bunch of this stuff out and I'm gonna get back to you. Boy, that thing looked like the champ, boy. But for $300, $200 for a day, 24 hours. That thing was good. I just wish they had the little rotary motor that you kind of stand on. It's a little machine just like that. You just stand on the back and they got a rotary part. To see what I've been doing is taking that disc and going back and forth across the yard and cutting up all the stumps and roots. So I know I'm gonna have to end up getting when I get that tractor, kind of smooth this out, level this back out. But you can see I done did all this stuff. And I did all that up there and all this back here and over there. And I just put filter back up. And so I don't even think it hold 5 gallons. It might hold 4 gallons, but I've been running that thing. I don't even know what time it is. It got to be about 5 or 6. I've been running that thing since 1 o'clock, non-stop. But what I just try to do is, on the fence line, I try to mulch up anything on the fence line and a little over the fence line. That way I ain't got to worry about nothing growing back. I got to cut this son of a gun. I keep saying that. I got to cut this one. And see, this is the thing. This one did, and this one did. Both of them did, along with that old gray that did. And so that one leaning. Yeah, that one leaning. But I'm gonna knock this one out. I know I'm gonna knock that one out. That one gonna be a little tricky because it's leaning. It's leaning the wrong way. But I'm taking this one down. And all that trash that came out that corner going right back in that corner. But it will cut. I ain't cut that. But it will cut some tree stumps. But it's just gonna take a little time. So I gotta go up here and get this big one. I might get these little few here and there. And then hopefully we can make it to this front yard to get that big stump today. Hopefully. Or start on it. Cause I know. Let's see. I got 5, well I ain't gonna say 5 hours. Cause you know me, I go at 6 o'clock in the morning and fire this son of a gun up and run this thing from 6 in the morning to 6 noon, I mean to 12 noon. And then that give me enough time to load that thing up and get it back to Home Depot. But boy, that thing there, hey, you wanna grind up some stumps, grind up your yard, mulch it up, you can use that. But you gonna get knocking the rest of this out. I had just got a stick caught up in that thing. I had to go try to beat it out. Cause it wedged itself in there between the wheel, and the wheel wouldn't spin. So, but let me see if I can probably do this, come back around and get that wheel on that tree. Nothing on this side. Man, why I got some stuck in there again? Tell you this stuff right here. And this piece of metal, man, it's wrapped around now. There ain't no little piece of metal. Well, yeah, I mean, they say you want that protection. Yep, I sure do. This is gonna be. Aggravating right here. Let me crank this thing up. Alright, let's see. I gotta get this one pulled all the way back around. Need to get it down here at the bottom. Hey, before you see the third shit, I'll show you where I got the crowbar. Trying to get it to pop around this darn screw. And get it to go around the screw, that'd be alright. We almost got this thing. Just won't come. I need to come around this. It's holding me up. Come on, man. Man, this thing is good. Boy, I have my toy try to heat this thing up and break it. Let's see. Man, this is a screw. I'm trying to get it there, right here. No, this is a little thing that's on the damn fence. Let's see, let's try plan B. Now you want to cut that over here. And this piece would be. Man, gotta give it a minute. This thing will take a minute to get out. Alright, so we gotta get this thing. Oh. So what I did is I wrapped the other part around the wheel, forcing it back around. Well, I tell you. Work out in this darn simple. Man, I'm gonna see if I can go and get this. I gotta wash that metal bed rail because the stumps and stuff and grew around it. So let me go and get the rest of this up. I'll get back to you. So, well, we done got a lot done. We got a lot done today. We got all this done. Got a few spots over there I missed. A few little stumps. And this over here, we had that piece of metal right here, wrapped around that thing like a noodle. And that's the metal that go like at the end of the fence post. So it ain't no thin metal, but we're gonna see if we can get these little bit of stumps here without hitting anything. And we gotta go back here, get one stump, and then on the outside of this fence, try to get that. And see, I got light over here. I run this thing a little bit into the night, but then we'll get over here and knock this out. So these gonna take some time. There's a lot of big ones.
Everything reminds me of you, but everything is not enough. Feeling out by the ocean, and all of those white sands, where every sunrise is just for you.
Oh boy, I like to shake my head, boy. This thing here. Oh, they got this thing caught up in the fence, trying to get this stump. So I'm over here fighting with this thing, trying to get it out the fence. I'm losing daylight. Let me see if I can get this thing out. It's gonna take me a while. I'm gonna have to fight with it. Did this side. I done got up everything I need to get up. So I think I done killed about all the stumps. Definitely along this fence line. So see if there's any right here. I just want to have it where I can just run the lawnmower over with no issues. I'm gonna come and get this little bit right here. And then we're gonna head over to that corner over there. Had the muffler against the house. It done melted the side. So now I got about 6 pieces of siding that I gotta go replace. But we gonna finish this on up. So, as you can see at nighttime, I'm gonna go up to the front yard and run this thing across this big stump just to see kind of how I do, what I'm looking at tomorrow. But yeah, I gotta replace the side. So it is what it is. Man, what's a big stump? I still got all that. I ain't did but I ain't did a quarter of it. That's a lot. Yeah, that's gonna take me every bit of the 4 hours, 5 hours in the morning. I better get over here about 6. So I can start at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 hours. That's all I'm gonna have the time to do. Oh boy. Well, let's go get this trailer, load this thing on up. I should have drove back to the backyard. That's what I should have done. Damn. Why I hate that motor this damn side. Cause I'm looking at the side, I'm like, why the side look funny looking? I'm looking at it. So let's see how many I need. For sure, let's see. I know 1. That's 2. Let's stop there. It's 3. This one. Is that a whole one right here? Yep, 4. And that one there, 5. About 6. I need about 6 boards, so let me go ahead and get this stuff up and go and get this thing so we can load it up. I got a lot done. Oh, God, that thing does. Oh, that's one thing for sure. I said I got a lot done. Boy, I got a lot done. A lot. I ain't think I was gonna get this much done. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't think I was gonna get this much done. I thought that thing was gonna take forever, but now that stuff up there, that's gonna take forever. And hold on, let me see something. Cause I don't know if I got. I was trying to do close to this house, but see, I forgot. It's concrete here. This son of a gun here is concrete. All this right here. And it stopped about right here. But I think I got all the darn stumps. I think I got all of them up. Like I say, I've been trenching everything, y'all. Only thing I didn't get, which if I get over here early enough in the morning, I can take this white thing now and see if I can grind this up. These things, they in the ground, in concrete blocks. Let me see if I can grind that up right there. Right now I'm gonna have to pull this truck up. So the thing got some kind of bar that gotta go behind it to hold it on that or whatever. And so I'm just take that thing to the new house with a new rod. And old lady get up in the morning, I get up when she get up. That way I can get started early, be on time. But let's go back here. I gotta get my crowbar. But boy, that thing, man, that thing nigga hit me out a whole lot today. And so what I might have to do, cause it may rain soon, I have to get my little pitchfork rake, kind of come out here back here and smooth this stuff out. Like granted, now, if I was to put some sod back in there, oh, it'll grow. It'll definitely grow. There's some good soil back here. See all them darn weeds and stuff will grow. It'll definitely grow. But I'm gonna have to pull this truck up there to the light a little bit. But I can't see nothing right there. So let me lift this gate up, pull it up. Then matter of fact, what I'm gonna do, go to the gas station tonight and fill that thing up. And then get gas in my gas jug. That way, I don't know. I don't know if you have to clean that thing before you bring it back, but I go by the car wash, pressure wash it off, and if I get the gas tonight, And I had gas in my jug, so whatever I use, I just put back in there. They put on there I had a half a tank. So I'm gonna take it back with a half a tank. And I'm gonna take it back with a half a tank. Let's see, half a tank. So I'm gonna pull up about right here. And I should be able to get that thing going. I should be able to get that thing, I guess, down the sidewalk and back here. So let me go ahead and pull up. Alright, we'll get this thing moved up. Let's go in here. Turn off these lights. Lock the front door. Turn some lights on. Let's see.
Everything is
I gotta set this light. You set this light. Hopefully by the time we get back there, that light be done reset. We won't. I had to stay on so I can do the stuff I need to. Well, so I can see how much I think I'm cut as far as the stop. So I had that light on. Well, let's go. Put these on. All right. The other floodlight off, we can roll out. Open this thing up and get ready for in the morning. This way. I said I wasn't gonna do this, I ain't had time, but I took that stump grinder off. I got about 1 or 2 stumps in, I'm about to try to kill right quick. So we're gonna get this thing cranked up and get on back and kill these stumps. Alright, got me. I think this is one right here, really. It was 2. It was 3. Dang. I got this one. Oh, these is roots. And this one, really. I'm trying to knock them 2 out. And that's it. Get it done. Take long to get them 2 up. I might hit some of these little roots. I burned them. I might clear them 2 right there. I might go and clear them.
Everything reminds me of you, but everything is not enough. Really out by the ocean, among all those white hot sands, where every sunrise is just for you. So come along and take my hand.
So I'm knocking out these little trees over here. About to knock out these 2 pines and then we gotta load this thing up. All right, we about to get ready to head to this house. See if we can get this big stump up in this front yard. See how much more of it we can get. Hopefully we can get all that, but I doubt it. So we done made it over here to the house. Let me put my sweatshirt on. Well, it's a little cool out here. We got, matter of fact, I need to get my phone out of here too. Let's see. We got roughly 3 hours and 20 minutes. It's 9:39, 9:40. I need to leave here by 12 and get it back by 12:36. So, in that 3 hours and, what's it, 3 hours and 20 minutes? That's what we got left to try to get up. So, it shouldn't take long. Don't know how much of it we're gonna be able to get up. Need to keep my phone with me. Don't know how much of it we're gonna be able to get up, but hopefully we can get all of it. I started last night. Good thing I did start last night. Look how much it did. So it'll do it. It's just gonna take some time, but I'm gonna keep hacking at it. Start working around the sides on it. But let's get this thing off the trailer. People be over here acting weird. Like, the guy just ride by. He just stopped. He just looking. Looking like hard. And you can see, boy, it's cloudy too. Yeah, try to beat the rain. Last vlog, or 2 vlogs, start knocking this thing out.
Everything reminds me of you, but everything is not.
So, oh, this one I need right here. I thought I had to go down there to get this rake, but I need this rake to move some of this sawdust around so I can see exactly how much I got left to do. So I'm trying to keep you out of the rain. We shouldn't have too much, man. We shouldn't have too much. We're gonna give it a shot. I'll get back to you. Alright, it's 12:09. We gotta be back there at 12:36. So we gotta wash this thing off. I just put some gas in it. We gotta wash this thing off right quick, and that should be it. That stump, boy, it just seemed like it just kept coming. Every time I think I had it all, I see some more. So let me get this water hose, wash this thing off right quick. this up. And we're gonna head on up out of here. Alright, let's get on up out of here. We got exactly 20 minutes. 20 minutes. We back this little trailer up out of here. So, you see, we up here at the Home Depot, but we just dropped that thing off. That stump grind, that thing worked like a champ. You know, if you charge your bay. Oh, look, this is what I might need to get. This little Toro here. And see, this one got a bucket on it. So if I need to move that sand and stuff, but that's $300 for 24 hours. Yeah, so we gonna figure it out. So today we're on the way to Home Depot. Get a jackhammer to bust up that darn concrete pad. And then we're gonna need something to pick that stuff up with. So we're going to Home Depot first, get a jackhammer. Come in through the back door. Oh, I need to rent a tractor. That tractor they got on that trailer, that's what I need to rent. Come on, what is y'all gonna do? Come on. Let's move. Come on. Thought about renting this little one right here on the end, right there. But I need to really rent probably this tractor right here, cause it got a bucket and it got a little boom on the back. So I probably could dig. I might rent that and that jackhammer today. And then just go ahead, jackhammer what I need to do. And then get that. And that way I can move all that concrete with that tractor right there. That's that old stump grinder we had right there. Ain't nobody rented since we brought it back. That thing worked like a champ. It burned up my darn side. But it wasn't the stump grinder fault. But yeah, I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but I think I can get everything done with that tractor today. Especially if I can get that that trench dug with that thing. Cause I need oh darn, that's the excavator I need right there. That's the darn one with the claw. Is it? Yep, that's the darn one I need right there. See, it's about to rain. And see, it got the blade on the front. I need something with a bucket because I'm gonna need to pick up some sand, move some sand. That'll just push the sand out the way. So I might go ahead and rent that excavator. It supposed to rain some, but today's Saturday. I wouldn't have to turn back in till next Saturday if I get it for a week. And then I still got to rent the jackhammer, but I can dig that thing out today. The only thing is I have to take that thing, see if that trailer, I have to bring that trailer home or take that trailer to the new house and put it in the garage. That's what I do. Need an excavator over there. Let me see, cause it's hard to get that thing, catch it when it's here. So if I do that for a week, I should be able to dig. Let me see if this thing take diesel or not. If it take gas, it probably take diesel more than likely. But let's go up here and see. Oh, you remember they told me they ain't had no Home Depot truck. They got one right there now. Yeah, I'd rather rent that and pull it with their truck. Let me see if this thing take diesel or not. This is exactly what I need to dig. Yeah, and they got a clock. Let me go in there and rent this right quick. I'm trying to see. Let's see. It takes diesel. Okay. So, yeah. Huh?
Bring that in?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to go in there. I got a project for it right now. It's hard to catch it with it here.
It is?
Yeah.
How much do you rent the thing for?
I think it's like $300 and something a day.
A day?
Yeah.
But they don't bring it to you. You got to be able to pull it.
Yeah.
What vehicle they let you pull it with?
Huh?
What kind of vehicle they let you pull it with?
I don't know. I know it's that's probably 6,000 pounds at least.
Okay, so you got to have what? A diesel?
You might. I don't know.
You don't know yet?
I'm about to go ahead and find out now.
Yeah, you got a project for it, you say?
Yeah.
For a
Yeah.
day thing?
Huh?
Need it for a day or how many days?
I'm probably gonna use it for a week. It's cheaper to rent it for a week than versus a day.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the
It
look.
ain't hard to operate.
Huh?
Ain't hard to deal with it. The controls and stuff ain't hard.
No, after you get used to them, just like anything else.
Okay.
Yep.
You got to play with the man face around what you just do.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I need one. About a week.
Okay.
All right, man.
Alrighty. Yes, that's stuck grinder. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask them about renting their little pickup truck and see if I can pull that excavator. Yeah, so they got an excavator. So what I might do, I'll rent the truck, the excavator, and the jackhammer. Take all that to the house. I'll bring the take the trailer, drop the excavator. I'll take the trailer to the new house. Or if I can get in the backyard, they'll drop the trailer there, and then bring that truck back. Only thing is I'm gonna have to find a way to get that thing back once I bring that truck back. But you know what I mean? I get up in the middle of the night, take my time, tow it up here real slow. Get up here like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. But let's go ahead and find out what's what. So, how about the excavator broke? Excavator broke, so I said I just get the little tractor with the backhoe, and I might be able to get everything with that, or at least get that trench dug today. And I hate it's supposed to rain the next few days, but we're gonna get this little tractor right here, this one right there. We're gonna bag right up to it, and we're gonna take that one. They say the excavator got a bad wheel, so that's what we wanted. That's what we needed, because it got that claw. All that trash and debris that they took out the mother people yard, I was gonna claw it and throw it right on back into that yard. But only thing I gotta do today is jackhammer. I got 4 hours to jackhammer that concrete pad, get that out of there, and then I gotta bring that back. And I need to make sure this thing, I need to see if it take gas or these. I'm hoping that thing take gas. I'm hoping it take gas. But let's back up to it. See, I'm looking at this tractor. I don't even know if it's in the center of the trailer. So I'm looking at the center of that tractor to see where I need to be at. See, this is something we're gonna take gas or not. Check oil, where the gas cap at. And I used to pick these up from in Spartanburg, bunch of them. Take them to different little This son of a gun take diesel. So I need to fill this thing up before I go. I mean, when I run it low, I'm gonna have to go get some more diesel. But yeah, I used to take them to different little tractor stores, but I'm pretty straight. As you can see, I'm going to cut that thing. Matter of fact, make this cameraman handy. Gas in here. I got that a full tank.
Did you say the gas up there and
Yeah, it was full. Let me back up to this thing. Ah, damn. He brought that excavator back just in time. Man, that's what I needed too, but we'll make this do. Make sure we got some lights. We'll go turn these darn lights. This thing ain't got no tail lights. Oh, turn some lights on this thing. Do it just like you do the 18 wheeler. Gotta do a pre-trip. Oh, look at that bushing right there. Yep, that's about gone. Alright, let's go get this breaker bar. I'm gonna ask him about my time too. Get this breaker bar, and then we're gonna head over there, we're gonna bust up that concrete, then we're gonna get on this thing and work. Alright, we got loaded up. Let's head on to the house. Like it's gonna rain. I'm gonna take these back roads, cause I don't know how this thing gonna pull. So I'm gonna run these back roads. Head to the house. It pulled kind of good. We'll try the highway. We're gonna try the highway. Just take it nice and easy. That's all you gotta do. Take it nice and easy. So we made it to the house. About to get this thing unloaded, get it in the yard. As far as this trailer, I ain't pay attention to it in my mirror. I might look and see if it'll fit through back there, but I ain't want to try to pull it in back there and then have to back it out with all this weight on it if it don't fit. So let me get the keys to this thing, get this thing unloaded, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit this jackhammer, because we got 4 hours on it. We got a whole 24 on that, which I'm gonna make sure they set my time at turning in 12 o'clock tomorrow, because at 12 o'clock today I had to go back up there. So we get it unloaded. it'll take you a minute to get acclimated, but they don't show you nothing. They just sign the paper and tell you, go. trailer fit through the driveway. I'm gonna pull it in, but I'm gonna see. I hope it do. That way I can turn this thing around the backyard. I can leave it back here. So we're gonna see. It's gonna be tight though. Took me a minute to figure out how to get that thing to go forward. But with anything on your first try, you're gonna fail because you don't know how to do it. You don't know what you're doing. So let's see if we can bag up, turn around, pull this trailer in here, see. Hopefully it'll fit in the shop. We got the trailer back here. See, it fit. I figured it wasn't too wide. Trailer fit. I'm supposed to put this fertilizer down, but I think I'm gonna wait on it. So let's get this tractor in the backyard. Don't lose it, buddy. He got them Debos on. Let's get this tractor in his backyard and pull this jackhammer out and see. Hopefully this thing don't take long to bust up this concrete. So this bad boy cranked up. I know how to work it now. I had the lines here. It said arrow, that's forward, that's reverse down there. Got signal lights. to the vlog. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications, click that bell. If you watched the last vlog, we rented that trailer right there. And so I had done got all this cleared up, kinda. I'm gonna try to get it a little smoother, but it's a lot better than what it was. But we about to go handle the task at hand that we supposed to be doing first. So we got a jackhammer over there. Now I test this little backhoe out on this little Kubota, and this is all I need. This is all I need. When I say this is all I need, this is exactly what I needed. Because I already got the little excavator. It got a blade, but it don't have no bucket. And I done used that bucket a whole lot. And so when I say how much it'll dig, that's what it'll dig right there. It'll dig real deep. And so I need to start back there. And I gotta make sure my line just goes down, 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 down. And so probably when I get ready to put that line in the ground, I'm gonna put it in from this end. You know, but I'm gonna have to measure it with a tape measure every so often and make sure it's kind of steady going down. But I gotta move all this dirt. I tried to get it up with the bucket. I gotta get all this dirt right here and get it out of here and see if I can start hammering away at this concrete with this thing here. Alright, this is my first time using this thing here. Boy, hopefully everything go good. So I got it plugged up and put that bit in there, and we gonna see what shakes. Hope there ain't no special tool you need to put it in there. I'm gonna put this one in there. I wonder if there's a hole in the bottom. Make sure. Alright. So here. It's supposed to be loose like that. Well, I hope this ain't gonna be no work. I need to do all that concrete there. then start pick it all up. Trying to look too deep. Quite pulling it up. Gonna be a workout, cause that thing get down in between the concrete. They don't want to come up. And that thing about 70 pounds. Well, I got my workout for today. Yeah, boy. I ain't lying. That's some good work. But I said, I think 60 or 70 pounds. Every time you go down, you gotta lift it up. Every time you go down, lift it up. It started to win you after a while. But what I tried to do was try not to get too close to the foundation, but I needed to make it wide enough that I can get the two pipes in. So it's more over here because it used to be a storage shed. But what I'm gonna do, let me see, I gotta go take that thing right there and put some gas in it. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta leave enough gas in this so I can get it on the trailer. Cause if I don't get on the trailer, boy, now I gotta go buy a gas can or something. And I gotta look back at my vlog, and if you look at that right tail light, it's gone. I gotta make sure I ain't do that, cause I did record before I left. But I'm gonna climb on it and see how much of this concrete I can get up. And pretty much just kind of move over there. What I need to do is start getting me a little chalk line. I need a chalk line. I need something to, well, I should be able to dig a straight line all the way down. Shouldn't be that hard. It's just I'm gonna have a lot of dirt to move. And so that's why I say that thing right there, it came in handy. Cause it got a bucket. The excavator ain't got no bucket, it just got a blade. So I can just push stuff around, but you know, I can't really move stuff. And, you know, hey, I try to get up all this little trash over here and try to push in the wood, cause it's on their side. I mean, they ain't gonna do nothing back there with that. The landlord, tenants already said, man, they don't fix nothing. They just won't rent. So I won't be that type of landlord, you know. I don't be that type of landlord. But let's climb on this thing here and see if we can, how much of this we can dig up and start kind of moving out the way a little bit. I need to make sure when I dig it and move it, I move it to the right location, so I don't have to be trying to work around myself, because I'm already gonna have to scoop it up. Let's get this thing here out the way. Hopefully we don't need this no more. Hopefully. We're gonna go ahead and roll that out of our way. Like I said, we're gonna have to load this thing up and go put some gas in it. So let's see here. So if I scoot that stuff up, I can kind of put it out of that side. Let me just see how much of this I can get. We go from there. I done turned that seat around earlier today and used this thing. I can't figure out how I did it. So give me a minute to figure out how I turned it around. Alright, I think I done figured this thing out. I think. Thought I figured it out. Let's see it. Fire this thing up and see what we can dig up. Now this son of a gun don't want to crank. What in the world? These seat sensors. Racing neutral. That Tennessee guy. Finally, we can see what we can dig up. Boy. we almost ran out of gas. So we get this thing on the trailer. I'm gonna put some gas in. And I gotta come back over here and take it back off. We gotta do some more work. Cause I gotta take that jackhammer back. Take that jackhammer back tomorrow. And I don't want to have to come over here with some surprises and gotta do a whole bunch of stuff that I ain't see. So let's take this thing off now. Let's go put some diesel in, fill it on up so we can come back and do some more work. Start cutting off on me. some change. Yeah, it's on the flatbed driver say. They gonna throw some change. Get out there. This old ratchet binder they got. It ain't worth the cut. It ain't a cut. Alright, let's see if we get this thing chained down. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. You want the thing fall off the truck. Hope he ain't going nowhere at all. Hope he gets back and won't give me no hard time. Petra. Come back and start trying to dig that whole trench. I'll start working at that. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Supposed to rain tomorrow. Hey, thanks for tuning in to the vlog. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, click that bell. That bell lets you know every time I post. Till then, we out.